unbeaten, and Manchester City, with the full-time whistle going at Selhurst Park now, are top of the Premier League. Shay, job done. They weren't convincing in the first half, but they got the 3 points.
Yeah, the big man's hard to beat, isn't he? He'll be disappointed. I know he's got 2 goals tonight, Erling Haaland, but he'll be disappointed not to get a hat-trick. A good few decent chances for his standards after that. But again, when the dust settles on this result, you know, they're right back in the title hunt at the top of the league. And Pep's happy, as you can see as well. And I don't know if they're at the City of old as yet, but especially you mentioned the first half. They weren't so good first half, but special turnaround second half. They were a very strong second half.
Gary, maybe not the City of old, but after back-to-back defeats in August, it's 8 games unbeaten. That will feel nice after the international break. Above the likes of Arsenal and Liverpool, obviously they still have a game to play in this match week. But Manchester City getting towards the City we know under that guy.
It sure will feel good for them, yeah. And we've seen that before, haven't we, over the years? Man City are top of the table. You've got half a chance with a number 9 like that man there. His stats are absolutely incredible. And yet again, we relied on him today to get the 3 points and the win. But yeah, he's a goal-scoring machine, isn't he?
All the reaction from the Etihad coming your way on Premier League Live, and the goals from this Saturday so far, 18 of them to show you. 2 of them came at the Etihad, 2 more for that guy, Erling Haaland, just the 23 for the season and counting.
Congratulations, another big victory which puts you at the top of the table for now. We'll get on to the 2 goals in a minute, but what was it like to play in that game today?
It was difficult. I think the first half we weren't really at it. We weren't playing forward as quick as we could do. We took too long on the ball and we couldn't find the space in between the lines, and the manager spoke about it at half time, and I thought in the second half was much more meaningful going forward, breaking lines, and yeah, we had a lot of chances, we created a lot, and overall I think we can be happy with the performance.
Looking at that first goal from Erling Haaland, it was just before the hour mark. In terms of the timing of the goal, how important was that?
Very important. We know he's got that quality to always time his runs to perfection and always be in the right position. We know that you know, if they kind of mark him out the game, he's still capable of scoring. He doesn't lose concentration, and you know he only needs 1 chance to score. And you know, he remained very patient. There weren't a lot of space for him today, but as you can see, he's always there for us at the right times, and this is a sign of a world-class striker.
He is a world-class striker, but of course a world-class striker needs players around them, of course, to create those opportunities. You were very influential in the game today as well. How did you feel?
Yeah, I think I'm improving my relationship with Erling. I think I played a lot of good passes in behind today. Maybe he could have finished a few, but every time I pass it, he seems to miss, unfortunately. But no, I think yeah, we're definitely building that relationship. I'm finding him more in behind and where he needs the ball to score goals. So, yeah, something I've been working on.
Thank you very much for your time. Well done today. Cheers.
Jay Given and Gary Cahill in the studio with me. Erling Haaland, boys, was absolutely raging in that first half. You could see the frustration steaming out of his ears. He soon had a smile on his second half on his face in the second half, Gary, didn't he, with that goal?
Yeah, he sure did. We saw his reaction in the first half.
Here as a centre forward, just watch Haaland. I know Savinho keeps his width. Watch when he's about to cut it back. Look, he puts the brakes on. He takes 2 steps back away from the traffic, and he slots it home. This is a brilliant striker.
He's a goal machine. Does it week after week, and his numbers are frightening.
So come on, Shay, where are Manchester City in the title picture? Because no one was mentioning them a few weeks ago. It was all between Liverpool and Arsenal, and Pep would probably secretly quite like that, wouldn't he?
Well, yeah, Liverpool have stuttered a bit, haven't they? They've dropped off a little bit at a poor week. I think from the outside, Arsenal, it feels that it's their title this year to win. They've got such a great squad. I mean, we spoke before about Rodri not being fully fit yet. There's still a few links in that Man City squad, and team is not firing on all cylinders yet. But I like to see Phil Foden as well back to his best. Last season he seemed to dip, but he seems to be back up again. So if he can have a great season, you never know.
And the bench looked very strong today as well. You know, the depth is coming, people are getting fit, so they look very strong.
And finally, just on City and their season so far, you think, you know, they lost those 2 back-to-back games in August. Since then, 8 games unbeaten. The only games they haven't won in those 8 games unbeaten, because there were 6 wins. The draw against Arsenal and the draw against Monaco in the Champions League, 2 games that they should have won. Shame.
Yeah. Well, they definitely should have won in the Champions League. The Arsenal game, Arsenal fans would maybe disagree with you because Arsenal were pushing hard second half. They just couldn't hold on. Arsenal kept knocking on the door, scored a late goal. But again, they're very much in the title race, that's for sure. Pep Guardiola's remit is to win the league, and they'll be close come the end of the season.
Yeah, right. Lots of other goals to bring you, 16 of them, in fact, and 6 of them, guys, came at Selhurst Park in what we've been calling the Gary Cahill derby, and it did not...
Jean-Philippe, many congratulations, because it's an incredible achievement to score a Premier League hat-trick, but you look upset. Tell me why.
Yeah, because I want to win every game, and I think I have the ball to win this game, even if I score a hat-trick, and that's what I'm like.
That chance at the end, describe what you were thinking as Eddie played a really nice pass into you.
Yeah, he played a very fantastic, very good play, and it's up to me to score that goal, and I didn't score. That's why I'm like that.
But your first goal for France, and now another Premier League hat-trick. I mean, come on, these are amazing days for you.
No. I need a few minutes to...
Yeah, I understand.
I need to speak with the team, and I really cool down, but now I'm like a little bit upset, but we have another game, and hopefully I will score a win.
Elsewhere today, a big win for Brighton, who beat Newcastle by 2 goals to 1. Danny Welbeck, at the age of 34, a.k.a. Benjamin. For England since 2018, they could do with him, couldn't they? What a 3 points. Gary, this was a game that probably when they looked at it...
To win, and they've done that today.
So the top of the table, guys, looks like this. It can change, can't it, over the next couple of hours, but Manchester City on top. On goal difference, in fact, not even on goal difference, it's on goals scored, isn't it? Because both plus 11 with Arsenal, but Liverpool and Bournemouth making up those Champions League places. We've seen 18 goals so far. There could be more to come at Craven Cottage. What a day it has been. I mean, do you remember Ange Postecoglou getting sacked a few hours ago?
Like 3 weeks ago, doesn't it? Yeah, it's big news, obviously. It was 18 minutes after the final whistle, Ange Postecoglou got sacked. We've seen the owner leave with 20 minutes to go in the game. We felt like the writing was on the wall, but it's backed up this afternoon. So many goals, so many talking points, and congratulations to Mateta as well, getting the hat-trick. He didn't look overly happy in his interview there because he missed such a sitter. But when the dust settles, to get a hat-trick in the Premier League is a special day for him.
And look at the entertainment. I mean, who would have thought that we'd have a 6-goal thriller, Gary? And actually, Crystal Palace, because after that 19-game unbeaten run, it could have been back-to-back defeats. Jean-Philippe Mateta, I'm sure, will have a smile on his face a little bit later, but just watching that interview, he was devastated, wasn't he?
Yeah, the Premier League back with a bang. I called it because, professionally, that's the kind of moments that you go through and you replay in your mind. Of course you do. Like Shay said, he should be proud. He's got his team back in there, basically got his team a point with a hat-trick. But he'd be disappointed. I know what he's like. And you'd expect him to be. That's kind of mentality you should have. You want to take every opportunity. You want to win the game. He didn't, but like you said, when the dust settles, he's picked up a match ball and got his team a point. So both teams still flying high.
Great to spend the afternoon with you guys. Loved it. Still more to come for you on Premier League Live because as it stands, Manchester City top of the Premier League table. That could all change. Kelly Summers is alongside Ian Wright, and Darren Ben.
So, thank you very much to Will and, of course, the Sunderland legend, Shay Gibbon, who I'm sure is desperate to get out of this studio. Yes, we still have one more game to bring you on Premier League Live this evening, and it will be all eyes on Arsenal. See if they can go back to the top